All right, we're back at it again after the weekend and what have you, and I guess the main goal will be to clear through Mount Moon. Since there are a few trainers around here, and we have to deal with the incredible encounter rate, though instead of an army of Zubats, we have Oddish everywhere, I guess. Let's see, this should be a TM Nightmare. Don't think that's really going to help us too much, honestly, because I don't think I have anybody that's going to... Yeah, I don't have anyone that can put anyone to sleep. That's alright. Alright, let's see what you have. So yeah, other than kind of like a... Oh, Gardevoir. Okay. I don't think I... well, I'll try the Bubble Beam on you. This could be a little bit questionable. Let's see. Give someone else a shot at this one. But yeah, the long Easter weekend had a... Alright, whatever. Yeah, took some time to go and watch the Godzilla Kong movie, which, I mean, nothing groundbreaking or anything necessarily, but all in all, it was actually reasonably enjoyable. I thought, if you're kind of just signing up to watch, two big monsters going around. Yeah, it took away all my Shadow Ball, but that's alright, whatever. Just use whatever else we got. Fortunately, we're not too far into things. I know, like, when I was reading a little bit of reviews on that, like, one of, like, the major things people always end up having is, the human storyline stuff is always kind of like a waste of time, of course. Last tile. Oh, Gloom. That's... No. But yeah, and, to a degree, yeah, and it's never anything, like, super vital or interesting to the overall narrative, but it's one of those things I always feel gets a little bit overstated, I mean, it's pretty basic stuff, but, I mean, people will say it's like, oh, it's so stupid and horrible, and I'm like, I don't know, I just think it's just kind of like that, I think, if people want to be, annoyed that, it's like, well, maybe it's taking away some attention from the Godzilla -1 movie that came out last year, whatever. I mean, okay, so both, Godzilla movies, but, they're pretty much trying to accomplish different goals. Like, the Godzilla -1 is a much more serious style of movie. Wow. Mist Ball, you really had to do that to me, didn't you? Sure. You guys just really wanted to make it hard on poor Spectre. But yeah, I mean, there's just, there's always going to be a certain amount of audience out there that just, if it's not, something that they feels up to the standards it should be, they'll just be like, they don't want to have any kind of involvement with the film at all, and that's fair, I mean, no one's forcing you to go ahead and watch the movie or anything like that, but I feel like if, if you're not even gonna, be interested in watching the movie, I mean, there's not really, there's not really much point in complaining endlessly about it. And that's kind of like, a thing I found, there's like people that are like so much more interested in, critiquing movies and, rather than trying to maybe just find what they want to enjoy. Now, admittedly, for my part, I could say that I can be maybe too lenient on movies at a time, but it just became my perspective that it was like, well, it's a whole lot easier to just find reasons to enjoy a movie than it is to be, like, I have to find, don't sneak up on you. I kind of just was walking. You ran into me, buddy. But yeah, oh, that's actually appropriate for a Nova Voltor. But yeah, I just would rather, yeah, it's gonna hurt my bubble beam, but whatever. But yeah, I don't know. I just would rather be like, I go out there and enjoy a movie. It's fine, because and I feel like most people that are like the ones are always complaining like, oh, we never see, the more, I guess, high concept movies in there. But it seems like those are also the same people that are always complaining about, not wanting to go watch movies in the theater. So, at the end of the day, what do you what do you want to do? If you're out there not really interested in, well, I can, you know what? Forget it. We'll just send you out. Yeah, if you're not interested in the whole movie experience thing to begin with, of course, what do you think you're gonna get? I can Shadow Ball. Oh wait, I think he's doing. Okay, I see. I was gonna say, wait, World One. For the World One, I'm like, wait, what's going on? But yeah, with movies, I think like a lot of it is just if you go on YouTube, you'll find plenty of people that just want to be like that next big critic, and like maybe one thing would be like, you can go look back to something like, I guess, like the Red Letter Media. Let's see. Wait, where am I going here? Oh, yeah, not use, give. Mostly using Bubble Beam anyway here, so let's see. I'll try that for now. But yeah, like, you look at the Red Letter Media, and I feel like there were people that were kind of taking the wrong point out of like the review, like, because the prequel reviews they did were obviously what really kind of skyrocketed the popularity for them. But I think people took them, or like, at least way too much at face value. Like, if you could be looking back, it's like, okay, yeah, there was lots of valid movie critique in there, but at the same time, a lot of it was, extra comedy bits, and I think some of it was also kind of just poking fun at, those really long, pretentious style reviews to begin with. And that's maybe mine. Rolling Kick. It's so pointless, but I'm never really going to use Disable. I'm not going to use Rolling Kick either, but that at least could have some value to it, I guess. Alright, here we go. you're really in trouble now. But yeah, ultimately, you know, just to get the experience from that one here. Interesting air cutter, huh? Okay. Yeah, two other Pokemon know Shadow Ball. Of course, the one that would be like Ghost type wouldn't really benefit from Shadow Ball because of Shadow Ball still being a physical type in Gen 3. Oh well. Alright, let's see. You know, we're like 11 minutes in and I'm still like wandering around the first floor of this place. So it just kind of goes to show... Hey, there's actually a moonstone in here. That's interesting. But yeah, it just kind of goes to show sometimes just how long battles can take. And I guess you know, don't necessarily think about it like that when maybe you're just playing casually. Because I mean, obviously, you know, oh, you know, we're doing a cave or whatever. You know, it kind of takes a while, but you're never really clock watching, I guess, the same as if you're doing video and like, okay, I don't need this to take, you know, a million hours, but well, what are you gonna do, I guess? Let's see. Yeah, Team Rocket guy. Let's battle here. This was always a bit kind of interesting. It's like, oh yeah, we have like the first just sort of arbitrary Team Rocket encounter, you know, and they're hanging out on Mount Moon looking for fossils. I don't remember if like it maybe never really you know, never really, I guess, amplified on why there's fossils in Mount Moon. I mean, I know, like, I guess the main thing is obviously they have, you know, Clefairy, you know, that's supposed to be like, well, okay, this is where a, you know, meteorite hit and left the moonstones and stuff like that, but like, I'm trying to think back to when they did like the episode of that in the show. I don't know if I necessarily remember like fossils being talked about a lot, but you know, then again, I don't know. It's been a really long time, so I could be wrong, but I guess it just feels like from a gameplay perspective, it's like, well, they had to put fossils in here somewhere. Alright, let's see. Potion. And I guess another kind of interesting thing was like, you know, how they integrated the red flute. Great. I'll remember that. But yeah, I guess it's kind of interesting, you know, that they introduced the fossils there, you know, and we kind of just left the museum where, you know, oh my god, Kyogre. I guess he must be taking the place of, like the Clefairy encounter rate, maybe. It's interesting. I could, you know, theoretically try it, but again, that's another thing, like, yeah, I would just have to try to use save states for that. Once again, regular Pokeballs, legendary catch rate, I don't think so. And I could get Charmander. Oh yeah, and I guess I should, you know, it probably seems pretty obvious now, but I ended up putting the Glycer into the or Gilgar. He didn't involve yet, but yeah, I put him in the box. I'm like, well, maybe if I had been clicking through a nickname, I might have added him to the team. But I also was like, well, maybe I'll see if I come across anything else interesting that I might want to use as a team member elsewhere. Don't necessarily need to completely fill up team spots, you know. Oh my gosh, this encounter rate sometimes. Yeah, don't necessarily just go with the very first people that... Oh, come on, get over here. Alright, fine, you can come over here now. Well, you're just walking in a circle. That's your problem. Okay, Rattata. We'll just use that. Unless you have something really interesting. Frenzy Plant. Good thing that did almost nothing. Okay, let's see if we can get through here without running into a billion more people. Though I guess it is interesting since I did use the option to give myself the, Oh wait, yeah, let me just head over into this little alcove first. I don't know if there's nothing maybe necessarily essential, but... Okay, Kingdra. And that Kingdra was an interesting one. That was like, if you go back to, like Gold and Silver especially, like when you're fighting Claire in the Dragon Gym, that one becomes, oh my god, really? Yeah, it becomes interesting because it's like, oh, you know, the water dragon typing is interesting, and you know, you don't get like the best options necessarily for. Oh well. Yeah, but you don't necessarily get the best options for dealing with them. Doom Desire. Oh gosh. I don't think I have anything that's going to help me with... Oh, I do have a burn heal. Ha ha ha. Never mind. I forgot I had that. I'm going to save the soda pop here. Alright, okay, well I have another soda pop. Never mind. Slack off. Ugh. Okay. I'm, you know, always kind of hoping to get maybe something interesting? Sure. You know, at the same time, I know with the random moves and stuff, but I don't want to go out of my way to just try to stack my team with different legendaries. But that's definitely interesting. So I'm gonna eventually run out of Bubble Beam here. Okay, now Toro has to catch up a little bit in level. Let's see. Might as well. Oh, man. Other than that, you know, nothing else super interesting going on at the moment. I can use Boomerang on you, of course. Thank you. And I was gonna say, if you burned me, I was going to be very upset. Let's... Yeah, I know. But, let's see, yeah, hopefully we can finish off this. I mean, like I said, there's still a few, Team Rocket battles left to do. Ooh, Houndour. That's cool. I'm gonna say, please don't miss. And then I think next, once I get out, I should be pretty good as far as going after. Oh wait, oh my gosh, this is my thinking too much. I'm used to him being fairy type now. Alright, well there we go. There's my brain dead moment. Although, like I said, I can sort of rest on... Oh, Moonlight. Well, I mean, Ingrain's interesting too, but, you know, Moonlight's kind of fun. Alright, but yeah, it's like I said, that one I can blame just because it's been a long time since I've encountered one of those, you know, one of the Grand Bull family there in one of the older games, so... okay, item. Focus band. Alright, whatever. I guess that, yeah, I mean, I think if you, depending on which game you're playing, you can update, like, types. I think the randomizer allows you to do that. I'm not 100% sure. Yeah, there are a lot of options it has, but, let's see. Okay, yeah. No, don't walk past it. Dive ball, right? Oh wait, there's our yeah, Kyogre again. It shouldn't be making it rain. Shouldn't that be your job? Oh, this is the counter rate. Well, I guess, yeah. That could be interesting with slacking, without it, you know, without it having its negative ability. But not too interested at the moment. Okay, and this guy, he's the one that normally has the high-level Eradicate, and that's one that's kind of interesting in the old game. He's really like the big wake-up boss of the, okay, let's try Shadow Ball on you, because, yeah, I remember you are ground type, so... Alright, you're gonna do that to me, that's fine. But yeah... Especially with, like, the Eradicate, because I don't remember, I think it might have Hyper Fang, if I'm remembering correctly. So that, you know, if you, like, the first time, if you had no idea about it, you know, it could be one of those things where it's like, oh. But, you know, fortunately in our case, we don't necessarily have to deal with, you know, surprisingly tough Pokemon. Let's see. Yeah, you go ahead and do that. Just want to see if I can do... No, alright. Yeah. Alright, we'll just go ahead and... Not dealing with you anymore. Static. Oh my... Wow. Yeah, thanks so much. So yeah, I, you know, did all that talking about, you know, oh, how in the regular game he's kind of a he can be a tough boss, and then he just decides to leave me with that parting shot with Static. Thank you, Randomizer. Very cool. And I'm getting tired of looking at you too. Yeah, it's another thing too. Like, probably could have invested in some repels, but so whatever. You know, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what he's supposed to replace in here, because I know, like, the counter rate isn't that bad. Okay, well, there's a Mew again. Like I said, I think maybe Mew is replacing the Clefairy. I don't know. Like I said, this is exactly why, you know, the caves had such a bad reputation back in the day, because it just felt like every, you know, every fifth step you could be running into somebody. Alright. So I have you, and then I just have the guy that's ogling the fossils left to deal with here. So should be able to deal with you. Aha! Electrode! Okay, let's, as long as Boomerang doesn't clown me around here. There we go. Easy peasy, right? Sorry about that. Not sorry. Okay. Oh wait, maybe it's I think maybe it's up for the next one. I thought there was like maybe a hidden item still on the wall. I'm not sure if that may only be in the first gen, or if they had a second one. Let me just... Okay, yeah. Well, it's not quite the medicine that I needed, but... Not a big deal. Alright, so yeah, it'll be a little over half an hour, but... We will have made it through the entirety of Mount Moon. Okay, and I can't use the Shadow Ball on you because... the normal part. Fortunately, Boomerang was tough enough for that. Great, more normal types, I think. Yeah. I'm gonna say, unless, yeah, like I said, unless he, was one of the alternate forms, but... just for giggles. It did a little bit more than I thought it was going to, considering the attack stats kind of lame. Alright. And Vaporeon. Alright. I know paralyzed, but I can at least use the Thunder Punch. So let's see what, of course. Yeah, I really should have expected something like that to happen. Really? Thank you. I really did not need to deal with those kind of shenanigans, because, like, yeah, of course, you know, yeah, give Vaporeon a really powerful water move. Helix Fossil or the Dome Fossil? I don't even know what they're, because I don't know if they'll, you know, if they'll actually revive as that. I think those should still be randomized, so. In this case, it pretty much is 100%, you know, just, whatever, you know, no way of knowing until a whole lot later once I get to Cinnabar Island. And, you know, I could always look back and... Another red flute, alright. Nice. Okay. Yeah, I don't remember. I'm just gonna save here. I can't remember if you have to battle these guys or if they just give you their items here. Okay. Air Cutter. Alright. Harden. Well, let me see. Who can learn Air Cutter? Well, I just want to see. Not that I want to necessarily give it to. Yeah. Because yeah, it's a physical move, and I don't. It's not really better than anything I've got, so. Just out of curiosity, who can learn that? Yeah, I wasn't gonna do it, but I was just kind of curious anyway. Alright, whatever. Yeah, as far as I was gonna save because of like, yeah, if it ended up being a battle, I was just gonna be like, well, that's gonna be into that. Ice Ball, alright. Let's see, is this gonna be anything interesting? Oh, everyone can learn Ice Ball. See, basically the like ice type rollout, but whatever. I'll hold out and see if I can find anything else super interesting. Maybe I could give that to Spectre. I'll have to see. I'm gonna consider that, but yeah. Other than that, it did take us a little bit longer than I would normally care to think about, but we made it through all through Mount Moon. So, like I said, next time I think we'll go ahead and take out the rival, do Nugget Bridge, and another whole conga line of trainers. But all right, till then, later, people.